So it's another episode of Spilling Tea with Tina. You know, it's been a moment since I did my all girls episode. Let's toast to that. Get your glasses up. And you know, of course, I got my Charlemagne to Wendy Williams E-Money.
How you doing?
Let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me at Get Money on Instagram or Money on the V. I am a makeup artist.
Yeah. And I'm super excited to have my other bestie here. I've been trying to get her to do this for years, you know. But we have Maria Smith.
Hi. In the flesh.
Yes, in the flesh. The local celebrity, yes. The worldwide celebrity. Let everybody know where they can find you on IG.
All platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, I'm Miss Rental Income.
Yes. Get them coins. Yes.
Correct.
And then we have the cutie on duty. Yes. Tanya. Let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on IG at Nurse Cutie on Duty.
Yes. And she was a little late to this production.
I was.
But she was on a whole date and she had some good advice that she was giving us and she had to rush from the date. Why? Besides for this. But.
So I had a lunch date situation, but I had to cut it because you're not supposed to, per my dating coach, you're not supposed to overextend your dates too long.
Why? What is the reason?
You want to leave them wanting more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
I like that. I like it. So no like spending the night the first night.
Oh,
that's
no.
probably not a good
That's
look.
a no-no.
Right? Yeah.
That's a no-no.
Yes. Hey.
You want to be too available. Not too available.
But this episode a little later, we're going to do a little truth or drink, you know, get into some little spicy questions. We're going to definitely touch on the frenemy topic, you know, women and their frenemies, which, you know, I'm definitely a woman that likes to empower other women, but we're going to talk about the haters a little bit and then settling. And it's a lot this episode. So that leads me to my first question. So settling, you know, I have a milestone birthday coming up. I'm going to just drink because I'm a little depressed about that. But I feel like as you get older, and if you guys agree with this or not, society makes you feel as a woman you should settle in dating and in life. How do you guys feel about that?
I don't believe in it. I think it's bull. We don't have to settle at any age. Let's cheers to that.
Yeah, let's definitely cheers to that. Cheers.
I agree.
I think that it's the age of the woman. I think that women are choosing every aspect of their life. I think that we are empowering ourselves to know that if you have the career, if you have the home, if you have everything lined up, it's okay to wait for the partner that lines up to the lifestyle that you want. You don't have to settle. And it's great to think that you just want a warm body, but sometimes a warm body can be more stress and headache.
It can be a downfall.
It can be a downfall to you instead of just waiting for a partner that aligns with your future, where you are, and honestly, somebody that can enhance your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, we are going to enhance whatever king's coming our way. Right. We want someone that also is going to illuminate and highlight our lifestyles for us to be better.
Right. So has there been a time in either of your ladies' life when you feel like you did settle in a relationship? I see some eye rolling over there.
I did that.
We all like younger or like, I mean, when did you settle? You don't got to give names. You don't got to give the whole true story.
Relationship because I thought the guy was good on paper and I was like, this is everything I wanted. A man, successful, smart, had everything together, but he wasn't treating me the way I wanted to be treated. Or somebody was treating me semi-okay in the beginning, but didn't have everything, like didn't have any ambition or, you know, wasn't pushing me to my full potential. I was pushing him and like he didn't really, wasn't going anywhere. So, you know, like you said, just having that warm body. But after going to therapy, you realize, why do I need to settle? When I'm doing everything for myself, I'm getting myself to where I want to be.
Right.
And then I feel like the older I get, the more comfortable I am being alone. And it's peaceful.
It is.
I don't want to be with someone that's going to mess up my peace. And then you're not where I want you to be in life or where I want my partner to be in life. No.
Right, for sure.
I think sometimes, because I settled before, And it's just like after settling before, it's like I will never settle again. Ever, ever, ever. Like I'd rather stand alone. This is what I tell men. I'll stand alone by myself before I'm unhappy with a man in a relationship. Yeah. Have you guys ever felt like you settled, and what was the lesson from it?
I think for me, obviously a woman has a biological clock. You're in your early 30s. You feel like, okay, wow, society says that I should be having a baby. I should be married. I dated someone at the paper level. He had a great job. He had a laundromat. He went to church. I'm a Christian. He was a man of God. However, he told me that he was 93% everything else, but 3% emotion. How can I live off of 3%? So I told him, I said, look, I can see us being together, but I'll be having all of this 93%, but I'll be alone.
Yeah.
And I get it. He grew up with a family member, older family members raising them, they, a military background. So I understood that there was a moment that he couldn't connect emotionally, but that was important to me. I know what it's like to have a roof over my head, to have a career. So that emotional support is important.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know a lot of these people are talking this 50-50. Sometimes we want somebody to connect with us emotionally.
Yeah.
To support you and say, listen, I know that whatever it is that you're doing is important, and I want to support you in that.
You look at these women who date like the athletes, the rappers, and they might be, or wealthy men that get all their bills paid, but maybe they're settling because like they're having open relationships. They're cheating on them. They're not getting what they need, like emotionally, like you speak about. Tanya, have you ever settled? I feel like I don't know, have you ever settled in your dating life?
I have recently, actually. And Maria knows about this. A guy I was dating. But my situation is a little bit different because I fell in love for the first time in my 40s.
Oh, okay.
That was the first time I fell in love in my 40s. And I didn't feel like I was settling in the beginning because, that's the honeymoon phase. Everything is so perfect. But after a while, I very much felt like I was settling. Yeah.
And what aspect?
Yeah.
Well, some of the key qualities that I look for, you were speaking about alignment. I realized he wasn't quite aligning with what I want in a man. I like a very manly man.
Yes.
That's my thing. I love a manly man, that doesn't need a whole lot of direction when it comes to being a man. He just
can
knows.
Fix some shit, fix your problems.
A problem solver.
Yes, lead. Change a tire, hang a fucking picture. Put some shit together.
And he was doing that less and less, and it just was a turn off for me.
Yeah.
But I put up with it.
Yeah.
Because I did fall in love so late. And I was so, I was like, oh, I have a man, and it's nice to have someone, but I probably should have left that relationship a lot sooner than what I did. And I do regret that.
But it was probably a life lesson, and, kind of to tell you what you won't settle for in the future.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because sometimes when we're in it, we don't see it.
Yeah.
And it's like also too, I think that when you love somebody, you do want to give them an opportunity to change. You want to be able to present and say, look, I love you. This is how I need to be loved a little bit better. This is what I'm seeing. And some people can take that and be like, they run with it. They're like, look, this is the person of my dreams. I got to deal with my childhood traumas. I got to deal with my mommy or daddy issues. I got to tighten up in this area, and so you gave that person an opportunity to do that, and everybody's not ready to receive it, and it's okay.
But I will say this. A woman's intuition is key.
Always right.
And a lot of times
Always
we don't follow it.
Yeah.
Because let me say this, and I don't want to sound shallow or anything like that, but I remember when I first went to his home and I drove up. I don't know if I shared this with you. I drove up to his home and I was not impressed.
And I kind of felt like, ooh, it wasn't what I was expecting.
Got the ick.
I got the ick,
and
I ignored it.
I don't ignore any ick.
I ignored the ick because I felt like, I just feel like a man, if you have a lot more than the man, it's always going to be like an undercurrent of resentment or kind of like a competition thing. And I felt that. And I feel like if I would have just went with my first instinct when I went to his home and saw, I kind of felt like, no.
Was it like ick? Like, was it dirty?
No,
was it giving
no, it was
like, what was
it,
the were they shooting outside? Like, what was happening?
They weren't shooting outside, but the area just was not, it just wasn't a desirable area.
Okay.
I had never dated someone that lived in an area like that, you know, because I'm a nurse, you know, and I date professionally. It is what it is. I date a lot of professional men, as I think we all do to a certain extent.
I had my hood guy phase.
And girl, I never had a hood guy phase, but I just I just felt like, and I should have. I just feel like. I feel like if you honor your intuition from the beginning, you can save yourself a lot of heartache later.
It's because always right.
I always go back and say, girl, if you would have just left it then, you wouldn't have gone through any of the bull crap that you know. I don't know, but it is what it is. We all live and learn.
Do you think you can date a man that has less than you? I know we're all like some boss entrepreneurs, and that can be intimidating to a lot of men. And especially like maybe the area we live in, or just in today's world with everybody screaming, let's go 50-50 and all this.
50-50.
I
don't think that I can. I think that if I'm dating someone who is equally ambitious, he may not be 100% an entrepreneur, but maybe he's an entrepreneur. Maybe he works full time, but he has a side business. Right. He's going to get it.
Yeah.
I think when I've tried to date your traditional 9-to-5ers, they don't understand the level of ambition that I have, the level of sacrifice that I make for my business, and they don't understand the ultimate goal.
Right? And it's not necessarily you looking down on them. No, it's you, like, them not understanding your lifestyle.
Right. No.
Them
I would love to date somebody who had pensions and benefits.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a beautiful thing. But I think that when you have a level of freedom and somebody says, hey, I got to do this based on a pay date, that's a little different when... Yeah, you kind of gotta move your life around that.
Yeah.
And then you gotta move your life around I don't move my life around a pay date. I'm not rich, absolutely not. But I'm in a position where if I had the time and my schedule allots, I can dip and go to Philly in the middle of the week. I can dip and go to New York on a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. But I sacrifice a lot to get there. So when somebody who works a 9-to-5 who is scared to put in a time slip may not understand that.
Right.
You know, they go, well, you know, I got to do this, I got to do my job. And it's like, at the end of the day, I look at jobs as as one of my best friends, a girlfriend of mine says, as a fiscal sponsor.
Yeah.
A job is a launching pad.
Right.
You know, a launching pad. So, you know, everybody just doesn't get the other side of what it means to truly be free. And entrepreneurship is not always about a dollar amount. The entrepreneurship is about freedom
of time.
Freedom of time.
But would you date a man that has less than you? What if he's like working to get to maybe the level you're on? Maybe he's a little younger. Like, can you date a man with financially less than you?
At this point in my life, I don't think I can, because it's just I'm in my 30s. Like, I shouldn't be dating if you're not where you want to be, honestly. And I'm not saying that you have to make hundreds of thousands of more than me, but you should have your ish together.
But you feel like shouldn't they at least be on your level or more?
I do. I'm a traditional woman to an extent where I'm not going 50-50. So you should be able to handle, if we're going to be together in a serious relationship, engaged, married, you should be able to handle the household, the majority of household bills. You know, that's what I think. So
50-50 is a disease amongst us.
it's only in the Black community.
It's a disease, honey, and I don't want to catch it.
It's a disease. She said 50-50 is a disease. You better raise your wine glass. Come on, yes.
And it's running rampant. It's running rampant.
But it's a lot of the younger generation or like broken men. I saw this man in his 50s on Facebook. He is posting literally talking about wife material doesn't have a high body count. Sir, you're 50 years old. How many women,
about that?
just the mindset of what some of these people are thinking, like.
And to be honest with you, a woman who is truly waiting for her partner doesn't have a high body count. However, it shouldn't be discussed. At the end of the day, if you're a certain age, I've dated or whatever that is, but there's a lot of women, honestly, that are practicing abstinent. I'm one of them that's practicing abstinent, that's closing their legs because they want to meet someone of value. So that's not even an issue. You know, I'm not a virgin, but damn near close that thing tight.
And I'm not, listen, you want to go, listen, I'm all for women
fight to get in.
and their sexuality. Like, if you just want to go get some, you know, I get it, but I think it depends what your priorities are. If you're just like, hey, I just want to be single, I want to date, I'm getting back into dating, I might want to just have sex. But I also think, like, you aligning, like, just having random sex with people may not be the best, you know.
I also feel like sometimes, to be honest with you, women, you know, a best friend of mine, you know, Joe says something so powerful. We can stop wars with what we have in our treasure. If we close our legs,
girl,
wars would literally stop.
Yes.
The shit going on with guys in Palestine and Israel, it would stop. It would stop.
I don't know about
that. No, I'm serious. But the bottom line of it is that, listen to what I'm saying. The bottom line of it is we hold the treasure within our bodies. And a lot of times things now are just over sexualized and so this. So if we continue to deal with it in a mindset of quantity and things being over sexualized, men are going to go with what they think are easier. If we put more value and what we have in our body and treasures, it's going to go, hold up, I got to align a little bit more with myself to get to this treasure.
Right.
I'm not saying, I'm all about a woman's independence, and I think it's a beautiful thing. But I'm telling you, this is coming from a man. He said, Maria, let me tell you something. Y'all lock that thing down, we would lose it. He said, we're going to negotiate. We're going to figure something out. He said, things are going to be worked out because it's so important and powerful for us. And I think that when we have even the competition between other women and it's more so if we work within womanhood and sisterhood and going, you know, listen, he been texting me, he been texting you. No. We both gonna cut him off.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lineup to have him raise up better in his standards and his behavior of what he's doing.
And that's the thing I hate. That's powerful, but the frenemy thing, the whole competition between women, that idol, like, you know, the girls that want to fight the other girls because my man's with you whole time, he lied to you, or just females in your own friend group secretly like competing with you. I never understand, because if you're in my friend group, you're my sister. I want you to win. I want you to be the best. I want us all to eat. I all want us to be the best. You know, I've had situations with women where it's like, you know, I'm an Aquarius. I'm never really like thinking about like competition or like jealousy, because like I sometimes I don't really even want attention like from men when I'm out, like, you know. And it's just weird when other female who's supposed to be your friend go after the same guys you go after.
But they have a deficit within themselves.
Yeah.
You know, if you are in the understanding that there's millions of men, there's millions and millions and millions of men out there. But more importantly, I don't want to choose somebody. I don't want somebody to choose me and they want to choose my friend.
Exactly. It's weird.
I want somebody that, I mean, let's talk about it. And even though we are women, but men will tell you, there's just a certain chemistry is real.
It is.
There's some person that you can they just get you. And it just aligns right. Everybody's not for me.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's not for you. Everybody has their thing. How we're all beautifully, uniquely made. Our partners connect with that.
Yeah.
So when you are true to yourself and you're loving yourself, you get that. I don't want someone that even though they may have other experiences, but would be so low in their thinking that they think they want to also be with my friend. I don't want that. And I wouldn't want my friend to understand that he chose me. He chose me.
And I would never talk to, it's different. Like, you went on one date with somebody and your homegirl, you like someone for a minute and your homegirl's like, oh, you know, he talked to me, and you're like, well, it didn't work. Nothing happened. Go ahead. You have my blessing. Sure. You should still have that conversation. Yeah, it's weird.
It's G-code.
I had a girlfriend who literally, every guy that like tried to talk to me first, she wouldn't talk to. And I'm like, well, honey, I don't even want them. You can have them. But it's a little, it's the principle. Yeah, sure. It's weird. It's weird.
Why do you keep doing this?
When I was younger, I had a girlfriend. She slept with the guy I was with. Why? I was in the same house. And I was going to kick her ass. And they had to separate us. I was young. This is like early 20s. I said, bitch, it doesn't. I did. I was mad. I was in my 20s. You know, I said, I don't give a fuck. He's dead to me at this point. You're supposed to be my best friend. I would never do no shit like that. Like to any of my friends. Like, it's just, you're not a friend.
But you know what my mom said to me one time? And my mom said to me, she said, there are women that are so morally low that they don't even want your man. They just want to know if they can get the man that you have. They don't even want him. This is how sick some of these people are.
That's, I mean, Cardi B said it.
And men can say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
There's homeboys, you know.
A dirty mackin'.
Yeah.
Right. You know, at the end of the day, they don't even want them for real. They just want to see, because they're secretly in competition with you. I wonder, I mean, she seemed like she got it all together. She's happy. He want her. He's on this, he's on that. But what she don't motherfucking know is that he slid into my DMs. Just sick shit.
And some of these men are really for everyone. You know, like Cardi B said when she was like, how are you out with bitches that like follow me? Like they're literally my sons. They're my groupies and you're fucking them. And they're just, some men don't understand. Sometimes your woman is so that other women aren't, it's not because of you, it's because of your woman.
That's a low energy for him.
Yeah.
I remember, this is so powerful. I remember there's a guy, even now he's single. When he sees me, he's like, how you doing? He looks me up and down. If I wanted to give him an opportunity, he would. I went out on 3 dates with him just to check. And I said, you know, I had called my mom, and I think I told you at the time. I said, you know, when we're out on dates, he does a full body scan of other women. What the hell is wrong with him? Right? I just was testing the theory. I said, well, let me give him another opportunity. Maybe it was just an off day. We went to, this is when Rusty Scupper Brunch was like the shit. We went to Rusty Scupper Brunch and we walked around the Inner Harbor. And I mean, we're talking to the cashier and he just, what are you looking for?
And like, then it's natural to look, but make it like.
But he just, it's a deficit within him. Because obviously it was the size of a pencil. So it was a deficit.
Not pencil dick.
It was a deficit in him. Right? So years later, because he's friends with my cousin was like, I think you and so-and-so will be a great couple. I said, no, he's got to work on stuff within himself.
Something was going in the pencil dick.
Right, but what I'm saying is that even for me, I was open to being with him, but there's a deficit within himself. You know what I mean? What is the point? Yeah. It's always going to be attractive people anywhere that you go. And I'm going to honor the guy that I'm with. And, you know, obviously you can look, but you don't have to
make it so
full body
scan.
Right.
It's giving.
It's respecting your, it's giving. You have nothing to give because it's a pencil. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, it's just everybody, some people, however they were raised, however they think about sexuality, they don't understand the importance of really treasuring and honor the person you with. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter what's out there, but the chemistry you have with a person when a person chooses you and chooses to date you, you foster that because that can be magical.
And the loyalty and the love and the emotion and pushing you to be your best. Like, she had me at pencil dick. But
it was very small. It was very, very small.
I hope you never experience another pencil dick.
I'm not ever. Absolutely not.
We're going to play a little game. We're going to spice it up. So everybody take a little sip of their wine. We're going to do a little truth or dare or drink. You can, I plead the fifth and I take a drink. So we're going to start with you.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Truth, dare, or drink.
Oh, Lord. Ooh, okay. Let's do dare.
Ooh.
I'm a Sag. I'm a little spicy.
Ooh.
I see.
Let me get a good one.
I'm scared.
I didn't like that one. We're going to do it again. Oh my God. Tell the group about the last time you had difficulty getting wet.
Oh my Lord.
Is this a truth or dare?
This is a dare.
I don't even remember that. I don't think this ever happened to me. Ooh.
It's literally a dare.
I was young and I didn't know what I was doing.
I feel like it's the men's fault, first of all. If you're not.
I wasn't really attracted.
Lord Jesus.
Take a drink.
I don't fucking know.
Let me put some more wine. I know I'm going to be drinking.
I don't recall. I don't think that's ever happened.
I mean, usually if it happens, it's not like the woman's fault always. Sometimes it's the men's fault, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, am I next?
Yes.
How about I just give you the question?
Okay, girl.
These are spicy. They're definitely spicy.
What are you doing, truth, dare?
I'm gonna give her the question, and she can, decide what she wants to do with it.
Yes, I like that format. I like to decide.
Oh my gosh. If you had to have sex with one person in this room, who would that be? Maria, Imani.
Hold on down. Let me see.
Give a little twirl.
Hold on. Okay.
This is a game. It's a game. It's a game.
Look at everything.
It's there. It's all there.
Aww.
It's all there.
It might be Imani because she seems like a sweetheart. I need to have an emotional connection.
That's so cute.
Look at my body.
I am.
Better than these men out here.
Let's take a sip to that.
Okay. That was interesting.
That was. I mean, it's a game. Okay, Maria. What is your go-to sex move?
I'm a great kisser. I'm a great kisser. Is that too light? Maybe.
Yes, it is.
Yes. What position?
Baby girl.
What position?
Okay. So for me, my writing skills is pretty good.
Oh.
I'm very flexible. I'm very flexible.
Class.
I'm not ready to teach a class. I'm not teaching a class.
All right, Claire, can you yell?
Yeah, but I'm very flexible. That's what I'm going to say.
After the show.
Okay, man. Go, man.
Wow.
Okay.
Go, Maria. Go, Maria.
Maria.
Go, Maria. Okay, you can ask me this question.
Uh-oh.
Tina, what was your worst sexual experience?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Let me sip tea, you know.
Well, it would have to be, it was like my 33 birthday? You were there. Or 34. It was like 34. I was at the club, and then I went home. It was like, yes.
You did it at the club?
No. It was like 9 degrees out.
Oh, when you broke the club?
It was freezing out.
Yeah. So, I'm a January baby. So, and I was talking to this guy. He was really cute. He kind of looked like DJ Drewski off Hot 97. White guy, ginger.
Okay.
Like, so, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. So, anyway, it was my birthday. So, I went home after the club and my birthday and got some birthday dick. So, I was a little drunk and we were kind of like getting in, position, and he wasn't working with a whole lot of dick. It was the first time we ever had sex. And I, like, my toe went this way when I was trying to moving, and then I fell back, and I broke my baby fucking toe.
Oh, okay.
That had to be my worst. And then I had
to
to be
like butt naked, like in a dude, and you.
Yes. But then I tried it from the back after that, even though because I was a little drunk.
Your toe was just
and my toe was it was like at
It didn't
first
probably swell until a couple hours.
It didn't swell till I woke up, but I was like, oh my God, I was like, my toe really hurt. But you know, you're a little tipsy. It was my birthday, and so you know, I was just like going with the motions, and I woke up and I was like, bitch, I think my toe is broken. Like I couldn't get a shoe on or not. It was not sexy, and it just was not sexy. But
and on top of that, it was a pencil dick.
And it was like an eraser dick. I'm gonna be real. It was definitely an eraser dick.
Did you beat Maria?
It definitely was, you know. But you know, these are stories. These are things we can share. You know. Have you guys ever had any sexual experiences that you just they go down in history as either the worst or the best with a partner?
See, I don't feel like I'm qualified for this topic.
I feel like you done had sex before, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm a little different.
You always had good sex?
So even though I'm in my 40s, I can count on one hand my partners, and I have one single left over. So I don't have a lot of experience. Same. I just feel like I just feel like
you goody two shoes.
I mean, it is what it is. I just feel like I don't know. I just like I said, it's great to be a sexually liberated woman, but I just learned that being in a posture of waiting for the right partners.
All right, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about when was your good, like, one of your best experiences with a partner? Like, did you go on vacation?
Well, let me just say this. Always my best experiences was with men I was actually genuinely in love with. So I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, that emotional connection to me is very important.
Yeah.
When a man says, hey, I love you, I want to be with you, and I want to protect you, I think it causes you to relax in that particular space.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's for sure. And like you always say too, like the way a man courts you leads up to good sex too. That's like the way they date you, they treat you. You'll do some stuff you may have not done because you feel more comfortable.
Foreplay starts completely outside of the bedroom.
Because you're not gonna give me a little tea at all.
You know, acts of service. I'll do a little butt play.
Listen, Maria,
just kidding.
I have never done that. I can't do that. I'm not eating nobody's butt. I'm not putting my finger. Like that's where I draw the fucking line. But Maria be acting like a goody two shoes. One night she was like a little tipsy, right? And she was gonna meet this man, and she was like biting the air because she said she
not biting the air.
She's a little spicy for sure.
Not biting the air.
Do you feel like, though, back to the women and entrepreneurs, we'll get off the little spiciness,
girl.
Just for now. Do you feel like it almost emasculates a man when you're more successful than him?
It depends on the man.
Yeah, it does.
It depends on the man and what he has going on, his mindset, and how good he feels about himself, his confidence level. And I love a confident man.
Yeah.
You know.
When you're meeting someone who is established within themselves, they're sure of themselves, maybe they've been in business for a long time, they get excited hearing about your business ventures. They get excited about hearing about navigating what you want to do. They want to share their experiences on what's going on in AI, how AI is going to shape business, how tax benefits is going to benefit your business. It's always a value add. They never, that's why it's so important that you connect. Obviously there's a lot going on about,
you align.
I think that they're never intimidated about that. They give tips, they give information, they want to share. They've basically, to me, have pulled themselves outside of the matrix, and you have too. So they're excited about it. They're like, look, let me tell you something. And I love a man to know Excel real well. That's a turn on
I
for
guess
me.
you what? Excel?
Correct.
Okay, word
Like if
perfect.
Now she's spilling the tea. Now
I
she's
mean, I
spilling
know
the
the
tea.
word, but I mean, if a man that understands like financial reporting, Excel, and he can offer me a budget, and he has like, okay, well, you know, make sure that you report this to your account. I mean, this is me.
Yeah.
Taking charge.
Yeah, but on
taking
top of that, but
teaching you things.
He's
Yes.
been down that path. I do think that this is a huge thing, you know, and I've tried it. You know, it is tough to be with someone. Love can only get you but so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like men thrive in a space where their woman can learn from them, and women thrive in a space where I can learn. So I gotta be in a space where I'm dating someone that I can learn from, period.
Same.
I agree.
So do we think that's the real 50-50? Like learning from each other on both sides, supporting each other. Not the financial maybe stuff,
for sure
but
not.
just like also if something happens to your man and he's down, then you got him and vice versa. To me, that's the real 50-50.
Absolutely.
She just don't even like the word 50-50.
I don't like it at all.
What does it say? You need to come whole to a relationship. It's gonna be 100.
Well, yeah, but also I have to look. This may seem extreme, but I have to look up to my man. It has to be more. I have to actually admire him, and I have to look up to him. I just think dating down is a recipe for disaster.
It is.
Because I don't know.
Same.
I want to have a high regard. I want him to teach me things. You know, I just want to, you know, adore him, and I want to look up to him, you know.
So cute.
Daddy issues in me is the same way.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like it's interesting because I know so many professional women, and they could be dating someone who makes right at the same. But I feel like when the woman is ready to step out or do things, it's a challenge. Even on how some people grew up. Like if you have a partner that grew up that was, you know, maybe they come from a past of extreme poverty.
Yes.
And they start, they're now making, you know, 6 figures or higher or whatever. Okay. How they spend, how they invest is from a place of fear.
Yeah.
But when you grow up in a family of 2 household incomes,
right,
you're coming from a space of not thinking in lack.
Right.
All of that's even important. So
right.
even for me, I think about, okay, you're successful, but you're so scared to jump out on the next thing.
Right.
You're so scared to spend it out. My God, relax.
Yeah.
but
what I'm saying is they finally go, I finally made it. My family struggles so hard, I'm scared to lose it. But abundance is everywhere. Money is an energy.
I have a question.
You can get it back.
If you had to choose, I asked my girlfriends this. If you have a man and you have to choose, would you rather him be smarter than you or you be smarter than him? If you have to choose,
smarter than men.
if you have to choose, either he's going to be smarter than you or you're going to be smarter than him.
I would want someone who's smarter than me.
Me too.
I want to relax.
Women are smarter in different situations.
But you have to choose. No, you have to choose.
Yeah.
We're smarter in different aspects.
Yeah.
But you got to choose.
When I've been around men who are smarter than me, I motherfucking relax.
I'm
inside. I'm in the passenger seat. I don't know shit. I don't know where we're going. I don't know how it's being figured out. Yes. I'm putting on my lip gloss, and I don't know anything. He's going to figure out where we're eating, and it's a beautiful thing. It allows me as an ambitious woman to really, really, truly get in a soft space.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's soft.
I sleep next to him like a baby.
A lot of people say, like, "Oh, you're so hard," or "Black women so hard," or certain women are.
But some women didn't have a choice.
An opportunity. You don't put us in a space to have
be
us.
soft.
That's a dirty word to me. The whole strong Black woman trope. I detest that.
Yeah.
What is a strong Black woman? What is not strong?
No, we're
strong
not.
with a C. What is that?
I just want to be a person that puts up with everything.
I just want to be a woman. I don't want to be strong.
But you have, like, especially like younger generations, you know, I feel like they watched women, their mothers, do it all. So they expect a lot of women to be their mother, to do everything themselves without a man. And then you have some of these guys that you date that you might have more than, or that, and you didn't even look at it like that. Because I'm in that situation, the little Miss Fix It. Because I was always trying to fix men because of my daddy issues, trying to fix their problems, fix them, be the smartest one. I don't really want that anymore. Like when I was younger, I did that, and I had guys who actually hated me for it, who hated on their own girlfriend. Yeah. Like they get jealous, they get mad, and it's like, I'm trying to bring you up, and I'm trying so we both can eat and we can do well. And it's like you're sitting here hating on your own girlfriend. There are men that hate on the women they're with.
Can we talk about how even like parents, like mothers, will raise their sons, coddle them, mama's boys, but then like with me, you need to have your own. You don't wait on nobody to get it for you. Go get her as a woman, and then when we become adults, now I'm trying to find a man, and he a mama's boy can't get off his mama titty, and I'm over here putting together furniture, putting nails.
That's exhausting.
In the wall, and you don't even know what a fucking hammer is, and that's a true story.
Or the ones that put their mama before everything still. Yeah. I had one of them recently. Like literally.
You have to have boundaries.
I get it. You love your mom. You love your kids. But it's like, you still got to carve out time for me. You know, if your mother and your kids are always going to come before me and I'm like last, what do we really have?
And it's unfortunate. So many men are trying to figure it out. You know, they're trying to, I'm not giving them an excuse, but there's no one, and I hate to say it, unfortunately, women, I think, have a better opportunity of holding each other accountable.
Yes.
You know, I hold my friends accountable when they're not on their shit. Like, look, Tanya, look, hey, you've been talking about adding this damn plumbing system to your facility for whatever. Pull the damn trigger. You need to get this done. You know, or if she says, Maria, I want, because, you know, Tanya something, honey, with her expectation. I want a minute. I said, Tanya, that shit is unrealistic. She go, really? You think so? I go, yeah. Men, I think sometimes are not as open to sharing their stuff. So they keep a lot of stuff inside.
Yeah, right.
And then they're trying to watch, like, okay, I got my uncle so-and-so, he been married for 20-something years. But you got to get into you got to get into, and you got to ask your uncle, what has caused you to be successful at being married for 20-something years?
Well,
you got to, you know, it's like they don't ask the right questions.
Let me tell you this, an important question to ask, okay? I will tell any woman, one of the questions that you ask when you first meet a man is, who in your life, what male figure in your life hold you accountable? What man do you respect as a man? Okay.
Add this to our notes.
What man in your life do you respect and you get your advice from as it relates to how to be a man and as it relates to how you deal with women? You know what I'm saying? Who do you respect? And you know, who holds you accountable for how you're moving out in these streets with the opposite sex? And if he can't answer that, to me, it's a no-go. It's a no-go.
Some men don't even have positive male.
And that's a no-go.
You're not taking care of your kids? I would.
But at some time, you got to be self-aware and responsible for your own actions. You know, I always say like...
But the accountability part is allowing you to step outside of yourself.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure it out. They think that they have all the answers.
They don't.
And at the end of the day, that doesn't make sense.
That's not life.
You need someone to guide you.
And I always like to become close. You know, if he can give me an answer, I always like to become close to that person. So, you know, for us to have a relationship. So it can kind of, you know, it's a flow.
Because
if he's a lawless, you know, if he's a lawless man, he's out here living like an outlaw, just doing whatever. That's dangerous.
And
you don't have anybody to keep you
He's using social media. He's using this. He's throwing so many
Samuels
things
is
in his
his
mind.
idol.
Oh, God.
And that's not realistic. And what happens is that person that you're talking about truly loves and adore him to be able to hold him accountable. And saying that, look, Maria's saying X, Y, and Z.
Let's put a clap.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love
Who
that.
holds you accountable? Who holds you accountable?
Yeah.
And check out that relationship with that mama. With that mama.
Yes.
Because the way he's treating his mama is the way he's going to treat you.
Amen.
Well, ladies, this was powerful. I hate that our time has to end now. I mean,
But this
we're gonna
was
take a little-
awesome.
Yeah. Final thoughts. What are your
we doing a
final
final
thoughts?
toast?
We're gonna go around and do
Let's
a
do the
final.
thoughts, because I have a thought. Too.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, final thought.
My final thought is related to positioning. So we've talked about men and how we want to, meet quality men, and we've talked about some duds in the past. My thing for 2025 is to position myself differently. Okay? And that may look like a variety of things. So maybe instead of going to the market, my regular market, I might go to a Whole Foods way out in a more like a posher part of town.
She picking up men in the
got the
Whole
gym.
Foods.
Yes.
Yes.
And I might, instead of working out, Planet Fitness is, you're not gonna meet a cloud in the ground.
You gotta go to
Put the whole X.
I might join a gym somewhere,
We talked about this. We know where you're gonna go.
Yeah, well, but don't say it out loud. 'Cause I don't want.
We want the Dusties there.
But yeah, you want to position yourself differently this year. You know what I'm saying? So you can, kind of do something different and meet a different type of guy. So that's my little tidbit.
Okay.
Kitty Bits, what's your final thoughts?
As far as when it comes to dating, I think that I kind of agree with Tanya. I have agreed that next year I was going to spend a lot more time traveling to business conferences, putting myself in places where there's other entrepreneurs, other like-minded people, both men and women. I want to learn more about AI, artificial intelligence, how it's going to impact my business, and real estate. Part two of this is that, today I went to church. I want to spend more time spiritually, continually to build myself up, because I feel like if I'm built up spiritually, that allows me to do any and everything in every area of my life. I also have decided to really, really hone in who my circle is. I think your circle is so powerful. When
I'm
you're
in her circle.
when you're opening yourself to meet the love of your life, to do the big businesses in your life, you got to be cautious of who you let in your circle, who you're listening to, down to family, friends, and really what's in your ear. Just really, really doing the quiet work, and harvesting. And I think, to me, the winter, meaning the end of the year and the first of the year, is the best time to really carve out your space to what's next.
Absolutely.
Just like your body, this is the time to get snatched, but this is also the time to get snatched mentally for 2025.
Eat an air.
And
All
spiritually.
2025.
Yeah.
Period, Pooh.
My final thoughts. Well, I would say self-evaluation. Focusing on yourself. I feel like once you love yourself, where you want to be mentally, physically, health-wise, nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can come with you with no bullshit. You're not gonna settle for shit with your friendships, relationships, men, what have you. So that's really my focus in 2025. Make sure that I look good on the inside, I feel good on the outside, inside, all of that, and make sure that I'm where I want to be, like career-wise, education-wise, health-wise. That's what I'm gonna be. So when you come to me, I'm gonna be where I need to be. So you need to make sure where you are.
No dusties allowed.
No dusties allowed.
I've done the work. Are you doing the work?
Are you doing the work? Okay.
And I would piggyback off that for my final thoughts. I just, in general, want to see women win. I want women to stand in their power, even though it sounds a little cliche, but I want you to stand in your power. I don't want you to settle for a dusty or settle in your career, settle in life. I want you to really stand in your power and stop being afraid. This is something I tell myself sometimes. Because of childhood traumas, because of traumas in adulthood, second guessing myself sometimes would live in fear of things, not thinking you deserve love, not thinking you deserve that career or you deserve to have it all. And ladies, you can have it motherfucking all, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Everything.
So cheers to that time. You don't got no more wine in my cup. She
Nikki,
killed
what's your
it. We killed it.
Look, and these are my secret crush.
They might be doing it later. I don't know. Till next time, guys, take good care of yourself.
It's been awesome. Bye.
Bye.